and welcome to Wheezey Knows Football. I am Wheezey, and today we will discuss what's now become known as DeflateGate. Tom Brady stands accused of being the driving force behind intentionally deflating the pressure of game balls used in the AFC Championship game, featuring the New England Patriots versus the Indianapolis Colts. Teams are allowed to prepare 12 game balls to their liking. This includes scuffing, tanning, wearing in, and of course, air pressure. NFL rules say the air pressure can vary between 12.5 to 13.5 pounds per square inch. On game day, once the balls have been prepared to a quarterback's liking, they are brought to the referee for inspection. The refs then check the balls to ensure they are within the guidelines of NFL rules. Any balls that are above or below proper pressure range are adjusted accordingly. After inspection, the ref marks the balls and they are given to equipment personnel for each team. After that inspection, no changes may be made to those game balls. As a result, the NFL launched an investigation hiring an outside investigator named Ted Wells. Ted Wells is a criminal defense lawyer who was tasked to get to the bottom of the fiasco. His report found Tom Brady asked equipment personnel to ensure his game balls were on the bottom end of the pressure range. That in and of itself is not cheating. It's when those changes are made after the ref signs off on those inspected balls. The investigation also found Tom Brady had sent text messages to ensure the pressure was to his liking, offering signed memorabilia and Uggs. Like, who wants those? Tom Brady also refused to allow Ted Wells to review any texts on his phone. This left the remaining text messages found from Patriot staff open to interpretation. Let's turn it over to Bill Belichick for his explanation.
The balls were tested in a room temperature environment. Once those balls were taken outside to an extremely cold environment, the air molecules contract, therefore lowering the pressure considerably.
I think all us guys understand cold weather shrinkage, but I'm not so sure about old Bill's explanation. While Bill Belichick's explanation has truth in physics, cold air molecules do contract and become more dense, therefore lowering the overall pressure, Bill Nye, of science fame, quickly discounted Belichick's explanation, saying that would not be the case with such small objects. The Wells report has not uncovered any proof that Tom Brady asked anyone to cheat by removing air pressure after the referee sign-off. The biggest problem with the actual wording is, it was more than probable than not that Tom Brady was at least generally aware of inappropriate activities relating to deflation of game balls. Let's recap. Tom Brady maybe, possibly, could have known of a chance that someone might have lowered the air pressure at one point sometime. Seriously? This well-paid criminal defense lawyer only found enough evidence to say maybe? He's basically saying we have no proof, and the text from what's-his-name and that other guy proved Tom Brady is guilty. Ha ha, we got you now. Maybe. The Patriots are accused of manipulating the air pressure after the refs signed off on their 12 game balls. It was found that 11 of 12 balls were below the 12.5 psi minimum when they checked them at halftime. They were, of course, reinflated to the proper range for the second half. These accusations have led to cries for Tom Brady's suspension, as well as fines and the taking of his firstborn son. Since we have no definitive information, are we to believe this is a witch hunt, Framegate, or is the NFL just trying to make an example? Should Tom Brady get the benefit of the doubt just because of his squeaky clean image? After making the Wells report public, the NFL has decided on a penalty. Tom Brady has gotten a 4-game suspension, and the Patriots have been fined $1 million, as well as a first-round draft pick in 2016 and a fourth-round draft pick in 2017. If you don't know about the NFL draft, please see my previous video on everything you need to know about the NFL draft. What advantage was there to be had with the deflated balls? Let's take a look at stats from each half and see if we can determine any clear advantage. During the first half with the deflated footballs, Tom Brady completed 10 of 20 passes, 1 touchdown with 1 interception. After the balls were reinflated at halftime, Tom Brady completed 13 of 15 passes, throwing 2 touchdowns with no interceptions. Overall, the Patriots rushed for 170 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. One of the Colts players even tweeted, "We would have lost with the Patriots playing with a frisbee," even the losing team acknowledging there was no specific advantage. With the Patriots performing better using the properly inflated balls, we can deduce that any deflation below league specifics is no advantage. Also, with 177 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground, it would be hard to say the Patriots won as a result of the ball deflation. The final score was 41-7. Did the Patriots defense benefit from a deflated football? There are, however, multiple former quarterbacks who say there are noticeable advantages to having a deflated football, while others argue there is no discernible advantage. Who is right? Who cares? Bottom line is the principle of breaking the rules. So where do we go from here? With the stiff penalty imposed by the NFL, it appears the Wells report had a major influence on the decision to discipline Tom Brady and the Patriots. I spoke with some NFL fans to get their thoughts on the matter. This is Wheezey for Wheezey Knows Football, and I'm here with two of my friends. This is Big Chief, and we got Mad Max out at the end. We're gonna have a discussion about DeflateGate. What do you think, Ralph? Do you think that he intentionally deflated the balls? Well, we know that he wanted them deflated, but do you think he intentionally went below or told the guys to go below the 12 and a half?
I think he did, refusing his cell phone, and
yeah, you kind of telling him himself.
No.
he didn't, deny it, but
But what about the 4-game suspension? Do you think that was too much, too little, or just right?
I think he should break it up and have 2 in the beginning and 2 at the end of the season.
No. Just because of the way the Patriots play, they're doing
Exactly.
4 at the beginning of the year.
Or like towards playoffs, or
Yep.
Yeah.
Last 2 games.
But what about the championship game itself? Do you think that there was an actual advantage to them deflating those balls?
yeah, because say for instance, it gave advantage to the quarterback, their running backs, their receivers, as opposed to the defense, because they're used to catching regular pressure type balls if they can to intercept or whatever, and from there momentum shifts and stuff like that. But if you're deflating the balls and your team has the advantage, it's going to deflate the defense on the opposing team.
So if they had regular balls completely inflated to those league specifics, do you think that they would have lost that game against the Colts, or would have been a closer game?
Yeah.
What do you think, Max?
I'm not sure about that, but I don't think the whole point is if it would have helped him or not. I think Brady bent the rules just to be comfortable.
Yeah. Not that there was an advantage, but just wanted to keep it in his comfort zone, like Chief was saying.
You broke the rules and you pay for it.
How long do you think he's been doing this? All his career?
Probably.
And
well, at least by the time he started turning mid-30s, when he started losing arm strength.
Yeah,
and
they got
everything.
heavy.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. This is Wheezey for Wheezey Knows Football. Now that we have heard from fans who think Tom Brady cheated, let's hear from another perspective. So just to get things out of the way, are you a Patriots fan?
No,
That was
I'm a Niners fan.
Nice.
all the way.
All right. So do you think Tom Brady was behind what happened during DeflateGate?
Not really. I don't think that he would jeopardize his position or his team to such extremes. I feel like quarterbacks are not just football people, they are business people as well. And being in business myself, I just don't think anyone would take that kind of chance.
And with the final score of 41-7, do you think the Colts had a chance to win that game, even if the balls were properly inflated the whole time?
I don't think the outcome of the game would have changed. I think the Patriots still would have won. However, the Colts might have had a little more advantage in the first half of the game.
All in all, whether the Patriots cheated or not, they got the short end of an even shorter stick. The NFL will change its procedures on game day, and hopefully this will be the last we hear about DeflateGate. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. As always, I am Wheezey for Wheezey Knows Football, bridging the gap between the casual viewer and the hardcore fan. Good night.